1 2 1 2. You got all these bugs flying in your van because I leave the windows and the side door open a lot, and they're flying around right now. Good morning, people from Florida. Made it back. I am home, and it feels good. Everybody's better for it. I'm thankful that that's the case. That you're wanted, right? To find out you're wanted is always an amazing feeling. This is CargoVan Chronicles. I am your host, Sensei D, coming at you with a morning hello. Today's Friday, and if you watched my other videos, you know what I feel about Fridays and how to manage Fridays. Fridays is not really good, especially in Florida. Because there's a second component that kicks in when you're in Florida. But we talk about Fridays. Fridays are not good because there are great chances that if you're on the level of dispatchers, talking to brokers, you're bidding on loads, if you're on that level, again, tears to this. If you're on that level, what happens is there's a great chance you might be stuck with a load over the weekend. Sometimes it could be you get it after noontime, so 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, so it's late in the day. First off, there's no chance of doing 2 loads that day. You have an opportunity to one load. So if you are away from home and you get that one load, you might not think, oh, it's not bad. It's local. I'll get it done in 4 hours, right? Local is still considered 4 hours, and then 5 up is regional, because now you're it's way out there. But if you get a local one and you're not at home, you're someplace else, you do the load, it's done. Now you have nothing to do until Monday. That's a problem because you're going to deadhead for 3 days. Well, 2.5 days. Friday, once you drop the load, you're done. Saturday, deadhead. Sunday, deadhead. They're sending me something. Hold on. Let's see what they're talking about. All right, that was a false alarm. Perfect example of what they just pushed to me. The dispatchers, when I say they, I'm talking about the dispatchers. Hopefully next week, I ain't talking about no dispatchers, because my graduation is happening regardless. The idea is to get rid of the dispatchers. Get rid of them. Dispatch myself. And then from there, get rid of the boards. Go to the direct shippers, companies, and routes. Go to private contracts, local contracts. The idea is to get contracts. The hell with that load board. The hell with those dispatches. Most of them. I'm a blanket statement that, because my experience with dispatches, a lot of them, I can't say all of them, because two out of the gazillion I've worked with. Let me see how many companies. I ran through at least 10 companies. I'm not exaggerating. Like 10 companies, dispatch companies. Some of them, so it's even more than that, because some of them had a company as an umbrella. Then they had 2 to 3 other dispatch companies under them. So many dispatchers. And then they would pull me from team to team and, hey, these guys are great. They'll work for you. Blah, blah. No. I ran into 2 dispatchers that now I do work on the side with for them, or for us, outside of the main company. They'll pull from a friend's dispatch company. I don't recommend this for anybody else. The 2 guys I work with, we've built a relationship. It's been, we've done countless loads already. Just us, the 2 I'm talking about, we built a relationship and a rapport. That's the other thing too. I know my ADD kicks in and it takes us all over the place, but I'll bring us back. But I know cats that are yelling and screaming at dispatchers. Stop doing that. What are you doing? They're not your kids. And 2, why do you think for one moment that yelling at them is going to fix whatever you think is broken, right? I mean, he's yelling and screaming at them. And then it so happens that I'm working with a couple of those dispatchers, one of which that I happen to like, and he would kind of give me the heads up of what just happened with this individual and why he's this and that. And I'm like, wow, it's nuts, because you don't fix anything yelling and screaming. That's not the way to do it. Though we all were supposed to be professionals. If you ain't getting your way, analyze the situation and figure out why. And if they can't fulfill what you want, then shouldn't you just get to stepping, right? I mean, shouldn't you get another dispatch company? This yelling shit is nothing but problems, especially if you yell at the wrong person. If you yell at the wrong person, you got smoke you don't want to deal with. I'm hinting, I got something underlined has happened here, and I'm hinting at it now, but I digress. Just chill out, man. Chill out. It's not working the way you want. Maybe you articulated it wrong. Maybe you're not articulating clearly. Maybe it's you. Or maybe it's them, and it's like, listen, can you guys get it together to do X, Y, and Z? If not, we'll part ways. You got to keep it on that level, because this yelling and screaming shit is for the birds. We all stressed out. We're all stressed out. So, I don't know. That I had to speak on that because, yeah, things are ridiculous sometimes. Just take a chill pill. Some of us need anger management. My man is on his bike, man. That's what. You know what? I'm sitting here hoping that they get me something today to get back on the road to work. Why am I not on my bike? You got to take care of this and take care of this. I'm going to the gym right now, by the way, in the back of my head, in hopes for them to call me while I'm there with a decent load so I can just go. That's not the way to do it. And, I just got here. Just got home. Why am I rushing to get out? My wife mentioned this. Let me, this is random thoughts off the dome, okay? I'll end with this. My wife mentioned a fear of hers, and that I get, people get used to being apart to the point where it's now, you look forward to get back on the road. You look forward to being away from each other, kind of thing. And she's talking about me. She's partly right in that. It's like, your ever existence is thinking about your next load. Where you going to drop the next load and get on the road, the open road, and get back to the desert that did this to me. You know what I'm saying? And it is maddening how right she is. She is absolutely right. And you have to check yourself. You got to check yourself, because you can't get accustomed to being away. Like this is like the new order of things, and you build that in, when in actuality that's not our plan. That's not what we really. I'm doing this because I have to at this time, but don't build it into our existence, because that's not what we meant to do. So That made me sad because she's right. Because it made her sad. We was watching Twilight Zone the other night. Last night when I first got in. And it was a scenario in which the guy, one of the episodes, it's a guy worked for the military. And they were testing I think he was going to be an astronaut. And he was testing, they had him in a testing facility. But he didn't know that. So he wakes up and he don't know where he is. What's going on. There's nobody around. So he's running down from town, around town, and he's going in different places. He's eating ice cream. He's doing whatever he wants, but he's calling out for people and nobody's there. And he's about to crash out. And my wife's like, yeah, it has to be upsetting and this and that. You wake up and nobody, I'm like, nah, that sounds great. I wake up, ain't nobody around. You crazy? I'll go in the shop and get some ice cream too. She's like, and that's when she brought up the fact that, yeah, you're getting used to being alone. We are alone on the road. I try not to make that the case because I talk to everybody. That's who I am. I just talk. I'll make conversation with anybody and everybody, no matter where I'm at. So it don't feel like that to me, but yeah, we're alone out here for miles and thousands of miles and many, many hours. So my last drop from Georgia to Tampa, that wasn't long. It was the Odessa to Georgia. That was 20 hours. Yeah, that was 20 hours. That was nothing to me. That was great. Right? So again, yeah, you got to check yourself. I have to reassess because my feelings are changing. But the way I'm thinking about this and looking at it is changing, and it might interfere with important things. Especially when you're married, you have a significant other, you have a partner or whatever it is, that it might get in the way. So that's what I'm saying. You have to be mindful of this. Anyway, random thoughts off the dome. Sensei D, CargoVan Chronicles, day in the life. I'm home, and maybe I should stop looking for a little. Thanks, internet. See, that's what y'all made me do. Reflect. So I think I'm gonna sign off today. Just let them know, hey, I'm offline till Monday. Well, to Tuesday, because there's a holiday coming. So I'm off to next week. Peace. Wish you all a great weekend. I'm out and just sign off. By the way, MC kicks in next week. Very excited about that. So anyway, thanks, internet. Thanks for listening to me. You're my psychologist, and thank you very much for listening to me. And I feel a lot better, and I'm gonna move on. I'm going to the gym and work on these legs. Do some squats, man. You gotta get some squats in, weighted squats. I'm going to Walgreens, get a compression sock for my left leg, because my left leg from my ankle to my knee is swollen. When I was out on the road, I can stretch and I do squats, I can do everything like that, and it'll help. It feels better. But now I wake up, I'm laying down in my bed for the first time in a month and almost a half, and thinking that everything will be all right. It's not all right. It's still things. So anyway, I gotta look into that. Whatever. I'm fasting today. I'm going to get a compression sock. I'm gonna deal with this. You guys are great. Have a great weekend. Like, share, subscribe. Put your comments in the comment section and let me know what you think. Let me know what you're talking about, what you want to hear when it comes to this business. I'll tell you everything. I do not recommend this goddamn business, but if you want to get into it, I'll give you the game. No gatekeeping, no information sparing. I'm giving it to you. Did I just spit? I'm sorry, internet.